So heading back up north. Last week I was down at my mother's place for a few days, had to help her out with some stuff and spent a couple of days doing some things on the van. Heading out to the Watagans National Park, State Recreation Area. I'm not sure what it is, it's a forest or a park, one or two, probably a forest. It's a bit of a four-wheel driving area, but there is a mountain biking area there as well, so Awaba Mountain Bike Park. Alright, it is Watagans National Park. There you go, just saw a sign. So we're about to head into it officially, I guess. So one of my YouTube buddies, Fat Man Overlanding, suggested I go up to Heaton Lookout for lunch. So yeah, why not? The only thing that would stop me is if the road gets really, really bad. But I'll give it a shot. We'll start heading up there, and I've just got onto the gravel, and we'll see if we can find this place. I'm only about 100 metres in. It's actually a steep climb, but it's very corrugated. So we're going up here at like 16 kilometres per hour. It's a little bit wobbly and bumpy in places, but yeah, passable. It's just that I don't want to shake the crap out of my van. That's all. Oh, this is a entrance to some of the mountain bike tracks just here. Oh my goodness, that's a long way up the hill. Wow. This is what I needed. I need to be back in the bush. I feel much happier now. Bloody hell, I just passed another entrance to a mountain bike track. It's high up. We are a long way up. Must be. Here we go. Quite a few cars coming by. It's obviously a relatively popular spot. Let's go check out this view. Quite a spot. So I can see Swansea area, which is about there, I think, in that sort of vague area there, which is where I've been sort of week before last, hanging around there. Last week I stayed over in Spears Point, which is about here on the lake. And then of course we've got Newcastle just sort of behind this tree there. And the big lake through here that you can see, that's Lake Maquarie. Definitely an appropriate spot for lunch. Thanks for that tip off. So it's 20 to 2 and it's a cooking day, and it's a big cooking day because I need to do rice and some other thing to go on top of it. I was thinking this would actually be a really nice spot at night. Sort of lights of the cities from here would be awesome. Anyway, let's see what transpires as the day goes on. Maybe I'll just stay here. There we go. You know the drill by now. Another stir fry. I got chicken in a hoisin sauce this time. It's quite nice. Sit here and admire the view while I eat. It's a pretty amazing view. It is a sensational view. Well, finished lunch, washed up, sat around, done nothing. It's 4:15 now, so I thought I might just go for a walk up here and have a bit of a look. Other than a toilet, there is a bit of a hill up here and I'm not sure what we can see. Let's go have a quick look. It's a bit of a clearing really. Not really anything here, not much of a view. Oh, what's this? I assume that's something to do with logging. And the plough. Ah, there you go. It's a log arch. Used to raise the butt large end of a log above ground to prevent it fouling in the earth when being towed behind a tractor. There you go. So there's a few more lookouts a little bit further up, so I'm going to go for a quick drive up there and have a little look. Yeah, all of a sudden the road gets rougher. I was actually considering jumping on the bike and coming up to these lookouts. Would have been a much better choice. Oops, I just bottomed out. Man, it didn't even look that bad. I just scraped the bottom. I don't know what I hit. Probably my water tanks. What have we hit? Huh, seriously don't know. Can't see any marks on the water tanks. Must have just caught the diff. I can't see anything on the water tanks or anything, so there we go. That's what I was trying to get up to. Phone tower. Very exciting. Oh yeah, this bit was not a van friendly track. This would have been a nice spot to camp. Yeah, it's much of a muchness really. I guess where I am stopped is pretty good too. There's a walking track there apparently that goes all the way down to the bottom of the hill. I did see that on the map. Park down near a service station at the bottom there and walk up here apparently. It's going to be a cold night up here. I can feel the air already is really quite cold. Not exactly watching the sun go down, but next best thing. There you are, we're on the Great North Walk again. I was here last week, just not in this spot. Must be a very long walk. Sydney Cove, 205 kilometres. Right, got an old track, this Great North Walk. Very dark down here now. What a beautiful little gully. I don't know if that's going to come up on the GoPro, but you can just see all the palm leaves through the valley there. Now this is just the dumbest thing that I hope none of you guys do. There's a whole bunch of people here just making this huge fire, and they've walked away and not only just left it smouldering, they've left it burning with a big log on it. I mean, seriously. Yeah, the rules in the forest are quite clear. You know, the fire has to be cold to touch when you leave, which means put water on it. Yeah, luckily it's winter, but so many bushfires start from people just walking away and leaving their campfires going like that. It's unbelievable. There's no excuse. You know, if you're going to light a fire, be prepared to put it out. You know, don't come into places like this just for a box of matches. Bring a bucket. Quite funny now, all the lakes have gone sort of a silver colour. Now the sun's gone down. Soon we'll get all the lights coming on. It should look quite nice when it's dark. There we go, probably the last shots I'm going to get through the GoPro. Power stations are cool. Power stations always look good at night. That and oil refineries. Barbecue sauce everywhere. Almost finished dinner. It is cold. It's sort of down to 16 degrees inside the van already. Outside was just icy. I was out there taking the photos and man, my hands. I don't know what the temperature's supposed to get down to tonight. I might regret staying up here, but at least I got the heater. I can turn that on in the morning. She'll be right. Well, it's about 7:45 and it's a little bit freezing, so I think it's probably time to make the bed and get in it. Bought some new pillowcases. This one's for you, Lisa. Lisa was calling me Mr. Blue in the comments on one of my videos, so blue pillowcases. I did have brown ones that just didn't go. Next I need to get blue sheets. And I've just realised I'm standing here in my blue jeans, in my blue jumper, my blue t-shirt, and my blue beanie. Yeah, blue's a thing. Mr. Blue is quite fitting. Oh, alright, I'm maxed out on all my warm gear. I've got the dune and the blanket, my long pyjamas and my beanie on. It is only 15 degrees, but I'd hate to see if it was really cold, crikey. I don't think I'd survive. Anyway, alright, see you in the morning. We'll see what temperature we have. That was certainly a nice peaceful night. I was the only one here. Just had a couple of four-wheel drives go by, probably about 8:30 or so, and then they just disappeared and never saw them again. It is a one-way track out this way, so they must have gone and camped up the end there somewhere as well. Got down to about 9 degrees this morning, or overnight. It was a little bit cool inside the van, but yeah, not too bad. It's probably the coolest I've ever had it overnight so far, mainly because I'm sticking to the coast and the coast is generally a little bit warmer. I'll have breakfast, then I'll have a shower. I'm just sort of tossing up whether to have a shower now or wait until I've had a bike ride then have a shower afterwards, but hey, I've got plenty of water, so maybe I'll just have 2 showers today if I need it. I will need it after I ride my bike. Alright, very slow start this morning. It was kind of nice up there, but I'm just sort of heading back down the hill now to the mountain bike park when I go for a ride. So doing this clamber down this hill, you know, as I said, it's not a bad road, it's just bumpy and lumpy and rocks the van around quite a lot, so going very slow. Hey, back onto a bitumen road. Bloody hell, it's a pretty up and down track that goes out to the car park here. It's bloody steep. Alright, let's grab this thing out. XC trailhead, can't be much clearer than that. Oh, here's a map. Where's the UR here? I got no idea. Oh, there, little star, okay. Anyway, Red Lake's about 12 kilometres long, so we'll see if we can kind of string that together. Hey, very nice. The chute. Oh my god. Oh, that's nice. Bloody hell. Okay. Look at that. What a beautiful spot. Just checking the rear shock's unlocked, yes. And this is kind of cool. Oh, that was a moment. Okay, getting a bit overconfident with the grip. Time for a shower and then lunch. Like 12 kilometres. I used to ride, you know, over 30 on mountain bike trails. That was only like, you know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. What did I do? 12.4 kilometres. Frustrating, you know, just it's one of the reasons why I was so desperate to finish work and you know, get out and start enjoying my life rather than being stuck working until I die. Just like I could tell my health and fitness is just, you know, heading downhill. Heck, I'm in my 50s now, so what do you expect? I really love mountain biking. I used to love it a lot more than I do now because unfortunately you get to a critical point where you can't ride as well as you should do, and it stops being fun, you know. It just, yeah, that was fun. That was a good ride. I enjoyed it, but I'd like to do that twice. You know, that's what I'd really like to do. Well, it's 1 o'clock now, so I'm gonna sit here and have lunch rather than go somewhere nice. I can still see trees, so it's not too bad. All right, reheat yesterday's. That's what I like to do. So one of the options I got now is going into the Watagans forest a little bit further, and there's some campgrounds in quite deep. It's about probably 23 or so kilometres, 24 kilometres, maybe 25. And I've got to go up past the Lookout road essentially to get there. I reckon it'll probably take me about an hour to drive that because going slow. Anyway, eat this. I'll probably rest for a little while because I am just knackered. And once I compose myself again, we'll head off. So I'm going to head over to these campsites up on the other side, or not the other side, but up in the middle of the park, I guess. I'm going a different road. The sat-nav's sort of sending me on the other road. It's kind of a loop road. So it goes up past the lookout that well, not past the lookout, but past the intersection near the lookout that I stayed at last night, and then loops all the way around the back. If I go this way, it's about a 40-minute drive. If I go the other way, it's about half an hour. So I'll take the other way, because I know that way the road was pretty average getting up on top of the mountain. We'll see what it's like going that way. Let's just see what happens. If we don't make it there, if the road gets too rough, I'm going to turn back, but we'll give it a shot. So following the road out to Martinsville right now, it's nice. So I was reading the reviews on Google Maps for these camping areas that I'm going to. There's about 4 campgrounds all in a close proximity to each other out there. The only good reviews about them were from people that had photos of their highly modified 4-wheel drives or dirt bikes. Any other review basically said, it's a horrible place, it's really noisy, lots of louds, loud music being played late at night, motorbikes racing through the campsites. So anyway, we will see what awaits us. There we go, onto the gravel roads. That's not too bad actually, because it's saying 6.5 kilometres from here to the campsite. So I covered the majority of that on sealed road, which surprised me. I didn't think I'd driven that far, but anyway. Abbott's Falls walking trail, 250 metres. Oh, look at that. The Pines picnic area. Yes, and it is a whole bunch of pine trees. There you go. Who would have thought? There's actually garbage bins out here. That surprises me. Normally when you get out to remote spots like this, they want you to take your garbage with you. Sort of come into a bit of a rough spot here. Oh, jeez. I'm not actually in one of the official camping grounds. So I'm at the Pines picnic area, as you just saw, and just driven down a little bit further from there. So yeah, it's a bit of a clearing amongst some trees. I can't say it's anything super beautiful or anything, but hopefully enough out of the way that it's relatively quiet. Although out of the way, like I've said before, me trying to find places to hide, there's plenty of other people also trying to find places to hide, and usually they're up to no good. So it's well and truly dark now. I don't know what time it is. What time is it? It is 6:40. I've been editing some video and lying around listening to music, all that sort of stuff, you know. Wildly exciting. Anyway, time to make a toasted sandwich. Got my lights in dim mode. Let's go full power. There we go. I like that. That's a being able to have the lights dim like that is quite good. I think that will be quite useful when I'm staying in non-camping sites. You know, just have a much dimmer light so that I can get around inside, and I think it will be far less obvious from the outside of the van. Of course, you could just have proper block-out blinds and then it wouldn't matter anyway, but mine doesn't totally block out. Just see little gaps of light around the edges. Oh, about 7:30. Been lying in bed looking out the window. It's quite pleasant, very peaceful, all the trees. Trees are always peaceful. It was a quiet night, it was good. No one around, just me, so that's always a plus. Another slow morning. Oh, that's the way I do things. I'll have a shower and everything, and then we'll go on this walk down to this Abbott's Falls and see what that's like. Alright, all showered up and just waiting for the heater to cycle down. Not going to hang around here right now. I'll just head down towards the waterfall walk. I actually wanted to just park the van in a slightly more populated area, or an area that's more likely to see people, rather than leaving it in the bush for a couple of hours where I was. It's quite interesting, quite different with all the pine trees around and all the pine needles all over the ground. Abbott's Falls Trail. 2 roads. I don't know which way. Maybe this way. Here we go. It's a bit more obvious now. Super clear water and all little tadpoles in there too. There you go. That's cool. So far the track's just just like a bush fire trail type thing. Obviously well used by motorbikes. I was tempted to ride my bike down here, but I'm just not sure how close to get to the waterfall. I'm keen on leaving the bike at the top and then having to walk down something. So, although I could have chained it up, I guess the odds of anyone else being down here is pretty slim. Can't see any termites. Little tiny signpost. Apparently we keep going. Definitely heading down into a valley now. It looks like it goes down quite some way. Hey, look at that. It's getting definitely lush. All the vines everywhere, palm trees. And the path's getting really dodgy now. Luckily it's not too wet. It is a bit muddy, but it's sticky enough that I can walk. My goodness, this is quite a trail. This is very nice. I believe these are bungalow palms. They kind of look like them by the way the fronds come out. Quite a beautiful spot down here. Amazing. Evidence of logging way down here. You can see the notch here where they put their footholes in, put the planks in there so they can walk up the tree and cut it. Fortunately, there's still some big, beautiful trees here. This is quite amazing. It looks like there were two trunks close to each other that have been cut off, and then whether they spared the third one or that's grown afterwards, I'm not sure. Oh, here's a creek, and you can hear a waterfall, and this is a very muddy, slippery looking embankment just here. I reckon this is the top of the waterfall. Oh wow, that's nice. Look at that. So there is a track that keeps going here, so I assume this might take us around so we can get to the bottom. Some of these bright red fungi again. It's only little. So following this very indistinct trail here, we're quite a long way up from the bottom of the creek, but I am hoping at some point this might take us down. Actually, it's suddenly got a bit more like a proper trail. Oh, we've got a rope. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Fantastic. Yeah, you can get the view over my shoulder. This is not too bad. They're actually kind of like steps in the roots and things on the way down, so you probably could do it without a rope. If I can keep my footing. Excuse the scraping noise, but yeah, comes with the territory. I think we're good. I've got leech paranoia. It's where my feet are itching and I feel like I can feel things moving around in my shoes. I can't see any yet, but yeah, apparently there are a lot of leeches down here. It makes sense. Oh, rocks, 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 rocks. Look at that. Inserting myself a scale. That's amazing. This is just one of those spots where I just don't know where to look. Everywhere is just so amazing. All the moss on the rocks, this is incredible. The waterfall's up there, we'll go and have a look at that soon. There's a pair of super skinny tree ferns here. You've got like sort of 6 or 7 metre long trunks on them. It's not easy to get through here. There's been a lot of tree carnage. Oh wow, there's so many fallen trees, it's crazy. It's so bright out above. Really in a dark valley. It's amazing. It's very cool. See all the sort of cave formations up here. Got all these stalagmites and stalactites hanging down. I'll follow along under this cliff here on the way back, under this rock overhang. It's a mammoth overhang. Look at that. It's huge. Oh, final look back. What a spot. This tree's quite cool. Look at that, grown at the top there and then shot roots or trunks or whatever all the way down the side of the rock. That's amazing. Alright, back to the rock shoot. Oh, the big fungi down there. Look at that. Oh, that's quite amazing. Oh, alright. There we go, not too bad. Righto. Still with me? I didn't stop here on the way down. I'll have a quick look now. This is pretty much from above. Oh yeah, there it is. That's right from the top. It's actually a lyrebird down there. That's where you can see him hiding. Hey, a little bit of sunlight breaking through from all the fallen trees. We begin this arduous climb back up now. Certainly a tough walk back up. Very steep. Let's just have a quick look at this little pines picnic area thing. I'm curious about this little boardwalk they've got down here. Oh, maybe this tells us something. Not really. Notice there's quite a bit on the walk down to the waterfall there as well. Just in the gullies you get all these sort of strappy, grassy type plants. Here we go, Pines camping area. Nice little area down here next to the campground, all tree ferns, and you can hear water trickling through the gully here. And there's the campsite. Basically the same as where I stayed last night. Righto, back home. Well, that was a 9.4 kilometre walk, so yeah, it's a fair old effort for this morning. I didn't even check what time it is now. It's 12 o'clock, lunchtime. Look at that, perfect. Always works out that way, doesn't it? So I'm probably going to wander off somewhere now and have some lunch. I'll just find somewhere a little more level so I'm not falling over. You can't see it on the camera, but crikey, I'm on such an angle. And then I'll have a look around and hopefully get some phone reception, have a look at the map and see what other things there are around here. I know there's a few lookouts and things, but look, I'll leave the video here for now. I think it's quite long enough, and I'll be sure to get some more footage if I find anything really exciting, and I'll post that in a few more days. So thanks for coming along with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.